a week ago, the Grayson County Cougars return home for a massive district game. The storylines write themselves for tonight. A game with playoff implications, a familiar face returning to Grayson County, and a rivalry game to stop all of that on top of it. The Cougars, with a win, find themselves in the playoffs. A loss, and they have to have some help as they head into Owensboro next week. It is senior night tonight here at Grayson County High School, and this is Cougar football right here on K105. And a good evening and welcome here to Grayson County High School on a chilly night here. Sam Gormley here with you for the call, and welcome into the Locker Room Show. It's today on the Locker Room Show. We'll let you know a little bit more about each team with the 6-1 Grayson County Cougars and the 2-5 Ohio County Eagles. A lot to like, though, in this matchup. And we'll let you know a little bit more about all of it here coming up in just a moment, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their Feel Better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your Feel Better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
When you or a loved one is ready to seek help for a drug addiction, don't let the moment pass. Instead of wasting precious time searching the internet and spending hours on the phone, you can find help now. Because the keys to finding treatment are right at your fingertips. Go online to findhelpnowky.org. Answer 5 optional questions, and in less than a minute, get a list of every Kentucky-based treatment provider accepting clients. Findhelpnowky.org. Finding addiction treatment is easier than ever.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where the Grayson County Cougars are getting ready to take on the Eagles of Ohio County in a district matchup, as tonight is senior night. As if you are watching with us on K105 Digital Productions, we'll first let you know a little bit more about this. So if you're listening to our radio broadcast, maybe it's your first time here tonight and you've never had an option to listen to us, you can also go to K105.com, and right there in the middle is a link to watch tonight's game. Or if you have Facebook, you can go to K105's Facebook page and see it there as well. There's the K105 Sports Periscope, or you can always just go to the K105 YouTube page as well and see that there too. So it looks like the football team has just been announced, all of their seniors. I think it's 11 of them this year. So we'll be sure to let you know a little bit more about some of them throughout the night here today. But it is senior night, and on senior night, Coach Smart is 8-7. That is his record there for senior night games, while here in his 16th season at Grayson County High School, the record of 83-91. For Ohio County, though, DeMarcus Ganaway Sr. is the head coach. He's 12-28 in his 4th season at the helm of the program. They're 2-5, 0-3 in 5A District 1. The starting quarterback for the Eagles, Desmond Randolph. He's passed for 1,069 yards and 9 touchdowns. He has thrown 8 interceptions, though, completing just shy of 57% of his passes. The team passed for 175 yards against Graves County in their last game. They were averaging 152.7 in yards per game passing-wise. When you look at this rushing attack, though, it starts, stops, ends with one player. And it's one player that you definitely have someone to keep an eye on, someone that you might know. That's Qdarius Jennings. You may have recognized him last year as Qdarius McHenry. He's now Qdarius Jennings, but he is a beast just as he was for Grayson County last year. The leading rusher on the team, 108 carries for 747 yards and 8 touchdowns, averaging 6.9 yards per carry. Jennings rushed for 1,500 yards and 21 touchdowns last season for the Cougars. Devin Gott is the second leading rusher. He has only 32 rushing yards. That's your second leading rusher, has 32 yards, while Jennings has picked up 747. He's going to get the ball a lot tonight. Receiving-wise, he's also the leading receiver. He has 273 receiving yards on 14 catches and 4 touchdowns. Caleb Humphrey has 17 catches for 210 yards and 2 touchdowns. Shane Frady is the third receiver with 19 catches for 193 yards and 2 touchdowns. Benjamin Batts, Jordan Toll, and Trevor Doan all have at least 6 catches on the year for Ohio County. The scoring offense for the Eagles is averaging 19 points a game. They've been held, though, to 7 or less points in 3 of their last 4 games. The team has 4 2-point conversions, with each one being picked up by a different player, and surprisingly enough, none picked up by Qdarius. The rushing defense is giving up about 114 yards per game. The pass defense giving up 124. Scoring defense allowing 40.4 points per game. The team has allowed at least 34 points in 6 of their 7 games, while allowing 22 in the other one. So this defense will give up points. And now the question is can Grayson County take advantage of just that? Ethan Maddox leads the team with 52 total tackles. Tristan Coffey leads the team with 7 tackles for a loss. Shane Frady is second with 6. The team has forced 8 turnovers on the year. Frady leaves with 2 fumble recoveries, and he also has 2 sacks. When you look at this Ohio County team, some common opponents that the Grayson County and Ohio County have faced. Hancock County, the Cougars beat 23-6. Ohio County beat 34-22. Another common opponent is Muhlenberg. Ohio County lost 34-20. The Cougars won 22-14. And then last week, Graves County, the Cougars lost 21-10, while the Ohio County Eagles lost to Graves County 37-7. So common opponents, you can read into it, you can't, depending on really how you want to look at it. We'll let you know a little bit more about the 6-1 Grayson County Cougars coming up. This is Cougar Football right here on K105.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother,
and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it, before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School, where tonight the Cougars getting ready to take on Ohio County in a district matchup. Grayson County, of course, picked up their first loss of the season last week against Graves County. And if you were there, or if you joined us, this weather tonight, we will take 100 times out of 100 out of the weather that we had last week. Sweeping rain. I think temperatures were just about the same, but we had about a 15-mile-per-hour wind breeze and pouring rain. So if you look out on the field, if you're watching with us on K105.com, I'm not sure if we have a shot. So if you're watching here with us, off the left side, you see where the field is practically no more. And that's because of all of the mud, and even if you see some spots, that's not just poor care by the Cougar coaching staff. That's all because of the heavy, heavy rain in the game that they had to play last week against the Eagles of Graves County. For the Cougars, though, Logan Kopp, the starting quarterback on the year, he's 9 of 21 for 114 yards. He attempted only one pass last week, but again, Graves County, who came in attempting a lot of passes, only attempted, I think, 3 or 4 on the year because of the heavy rain that they were having throughout the game. Kopp completed one pass for 5 yards of the win over Muhlenberg County. Hunter Gibson has the lone touchdown pass on the year. Hunter Gibson also leads the team with 112 carries for 626 yards and 10 touchdowns. Last week, he had only 17 carries for 12 yards. 7 carries for 12 yards. Jacob Kerr is the second leader on the team, 66 carries for 350 yards and 3 touchdowns. Last week, he led the team with 16 carries, but only tallied 29 yards. Logan Kopp, 77 carries for 228 yards and 4 touchdowns. He led the team last week with 33 yards rushing. Receiving-wise, like we mentioned, the Cougars really don't pass a lot, and Caden Woodcock, Hunter Gibson, and Hunter Toms are the only players that have caught passes. But again, the Cougars have only completed 10 this entire season. The lone touchdown pass, though, was caught by Hunter Toms. Team is averaging just under 26 points a game. They scored their fewest points in a game last week, only 10, since September 27th of last year when they scored only 8 against Bowling Green. The team accounted for under 100 total yards for the first time since October 27th of 2017. That was a loss to Muhlenberg County. Ironically enough, was also a very wet and cold night. I don't know that there's necessarily a correlation between those, but it depends how you want to read into it. Team rushes the ball on 93% of their snaps. Defensively for Grayson County, when you look at them, they're allowing 87.4 yards per game on the ground. They allowed a season-high 254 versus Graves County. That was the most yards that they've given up in a game since Allen County Scottsville, when they gave up something well over 300, and that game was 38-35, just a fantastic all-around football game there between those two teams. Pass defense for the Cougars gives up 85.9 yards per game. Last week, they allowed only 7 passing yards, but again, that was partially due to the weather conditions. In fact, I think there were 4 passes thrown by Graves County. 1 was complete, 1 was incomplete, 2 were intercepted by Grayson County. So I guess you could theoretically say that he completed 3 of 4 passes, depending on how you want to look at it. Scoring defense is only allowing 12.1 points per game. They allowed a season-high 21 to Graves County last week. And I'll tell you what, if you would have told probably Coach Smart at the beginning of the season, saying your defense 7 games into the season would have a game where they allow a season-high 21 points, he'd probably have to be pretty happy with how his defense has played. And that's been really one of the stories of this year's young Grayson County team. Team has forced 16 turnovers on the year. They have recovered 11 fumbles and intercepted 5 passes. They have 3 defensive touchdowns on the year. Hunter Toms versus Fort Campbell, Jacob Kerr versus Breck, and Zach Bratcher in interception return versus Graves County. Cooper Terry leads the team with 40 total tackles, with Bratcher coming in second with 36. Ryan Mode leads the team with 9 tackles for a loss, with Hunter Pendergast being in second with 6. When you look, though, at Grayson County kicking-wise, it's been one of their main strengths tonight. But before the game tonight, we did learn that they will be without their starting kicker, Logan Reamer, tonight. So he's serving a suspension tonight. And kicking in his place, we don't have an official answer on this, but we are presuming that it will be Ryan Coates, who handled a lot of the kicking duties last year. One of the linemen there for Grayson County, but he's got a pretty good leg for being a lineman for this Grayson County team. Again, the Cougars come in with a record of 6-1. They are 2-1 in 5A District 1, as their wins have come against Muhlenberg County and Breck County, where their loss came against Graves County. And in the most recent matchup between these two teams was last year in Hartford, where the Cougars won that one 41-12. The year before that was here and it was anything but pretty for the Cougars. A 60-7 win by Ohio County in that game. I'm not sure that we'll be expecting a big, because I think that's back-to-back running clocks, back-to-back years. I'm not sure that we're necessarily expecting a running clock here tonight. But then again, you never know when they lace up the straps here and play some football. When we come back, we'll talk to Brian Jones, the offensive coordinator for Grayson County, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
One of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Welcome back here to the Locker Room Show on K105. Sam Gormley now joined by the Grayson County Cougars offensive coordinator Brian Jones. And Coach, after going back and watching some of the film of the Graves County game, your offense was held to less than 100 yards for the first time in just about 2 years. Was that credit to Graves County a little bit on your end, or was the weather an impact in that?
There's no doubt they're probably the best defense that we had seen at this point. They've got a kid that preseason, a lot of people were predicting being all-state linebacker. And so I think some of it was that. I think some of it was weather conditions. Everybody in the stadium knew they were going to run the ball, and everybody in the stadium knew we were too, with all the rain and as wet as the field was and what have you. And I think some of it was definitely ourselves, going back and watching the film and what have you. There was plenty of areas for us to improve on as far as just technique, hitting the right holes and different things like that. And so it was just a combination of several things, and it was kind of the perfect storm against us, I think. And there's no doubt Graves County is a very good team, play a very tough schedule. And so, it culminated to them kind of, I think, hitting us in the mouth first, and we didn't respond real well.
Did conditions like that allow for you to learn something about your team, though?
Yeah, I think, for me, I think we need to be able to run the ball in any situation. And I think, like I said, they knew we were going to run the ball. We knew they were going to run the ball. And it came down to us having to be technically very sound and run plays and execute plays very well. And we didn't do that. And that, resulted in us not being able to move the ball very well.
With senior night being tonight, I always like to give coaches an opportunity to talk about their seniors. When you think of this senior class, what are you going to think of?
I think we had kind of a unique off season and lost a large majority of our production from last year's team offensively, and weren't real sure, kind of what the beginning of the year was going to be like. And so when we came back from dead period, we were very pleased with our senior class as far as their buy-in and commitment to what we were trying to do. And so there's a lot of kids in this, that resulted of that. Your Hunter Pendergast changed positions from kind of a skill type position, into a lineman this year. And sometimes, egos get in the way and kids don't want to do that. And he jumped right in and willingly moved to the offensive line, moved to the defensive line, and has been a big result of us having some success. We put Logan Kopp in as a quarterback, never played there before. The list goes on and on of kids kind of just doing what we asked of them, and it's resulted in us being 6-1 at this point.
Tonight's game, obviously, has some big storylines coming into it. The first one, though, is for your playoff hopes. Win and you're in kind of thing. You have that magic number set at 1. How important, though, is it to get that playoff berth clinched so you don't have to worry about it going into next week against Owensboro?
Well, I think this is the only scenario where we control our own destiny. If we were to not win, it would take certain teams losing, and it could get all kinds of crazy. And so, we control our own destiny right now, and so that's the way we want it. And so we've got to make sure that we take care of business and not rely on anybody else to get us into the playoffs. We need to get ourselves there.
The second storyline is another obvious one. Qdarius comes back here to Grayson County. How do you make sure that, with this being a rivalry game and then his return, it's going to be an emotional game, a lot on the line here. How do you make sure your players keep their emotions in check?
I think the focus has been on us trying to get to the playoffs. Nobody here has hard feelings for him. He was in a unique situation, and we've all along wished nothing but the best for him. It's a good opportunity for our kids to play against a good player, but ultimately our focus has been on executing on our side of things so that we can ensure that we make the playoffs, because that's number one.
With him on defense, he brings a different challenge. With you guys knowing what he can do, does that give you all a little bit of an advantage on how to slow him down tonight?
They do things so differently than we did with him. So they use him in much different ways than we did. I think the key is to get off to a good start. If he gets rolling, he can kind of snowball things. And so that's the good thing for us is we got to get off to a good start, control the clock, control the football. But our kids know him very well. He knows our kids very well. But I don't think that will necessarily play an advantage either way or the other.
Ohio County's defense has given up 34 points in 6 of their 7 games this year, with the other one being only 22. What does your offense need to do to have success tonight?
I think we got to get back to the basics, going back and reviewing some things. Some technique and some hand placement and things like that went to the wayside up front, and we've tried to fix that up front. And then I think also we've got to find some ways to kind of loosen defenses up so that we can run the ball. We haven't been somebody that's thrown it very much this year, and teams tend to pack the box on us, which makes it difficult. So we've got to, give our offense some situations where we can get some short passes, maybe some screens, some different things like that to try to soften those guys up, change the snap count, and really kind of keep them not with their ears pinned back, so that we can have success moving the ball.
Coach, good luck.
Thanks, appreciate it.
Well, more here on the Locker Room Show coming up after this.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School as the Cougars getting ready to take on Ohio County. As I think the Cougars are getting ready to make their way out of the locker room, but it looks like they're meeting right now at midfield for the coin toss. Let's see. I think looks like Ohio County has won the toss. I'm not really sure. We're going to have to wait and see what the official says. I just heard him. I thought he had pointed, maybe it might be Grayson County has won the toss and maybe deferred. It looked like he had put his hand on Hunter Pendergast's shoulder. So let's see. Grayson County has won the toss. No, Grayson County will receive. So Cougars are going to get this football here as the Grayson County Cougars trying to improve to 7-1 on the season. Ohio County looking for win number 3 and their first win in district play. We'll do one key for each team here tonight as we've got to quickly get into a break here. As for Grayson County, don't let 1 turn into 2. And for Ohio County, it's simple enough. Get Q the ball. Get him the ball. We've seen what he can do. And see what can happen from there. Grayson County and Ohio County is coming up here after this, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At the core of most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
It's time for football in Litchfield as the kick is bobbled at about the 10-yard line by Grayson County, breaking it up and not really getting much on the return for the Cougars. And our football game is underway here tonight. Hunter Gibson was the man there on the return for Grayson County. And he takes that one up to, let's see where the official is going to officially mark this, to about the 18-yard line. So that will be just about an 8-yard return to start off our game. Sam Gormley here with you tonight, as it is a chilly night for football, but it's football weather, as everybody's saying. No rain, so it's a lot to like about this between the 6-1 Grayson County Cougars and the 2-5 Ohio County Eagles. The Cougars spreading it out here to start off. 2 wide receivers here to the near side. Kopp goes under center in the I formation. It's going to be a handoff. Up the middle go the Cougars. And it's going to be a pickup of maybe about 1 yard, and immediately the pile pushes Jacob Kerr back. So Kerr picks up, let's see, they will give him 1 yard up to the 19-yard line. 2nd down and 9 here coming up in the opening quarter, as this is WKHG Litchfield. K105, Sam Gormley here with you on the call. As our digital productions crew tonight is Director Chase Blaine, Anna Davis, and Cody Brock. We appreciate you tuning in here to tonight's coverage. Again, the Cougars under I formation is the senior quarterback Logan Kopp, starting his final game here. And it's going to be a handoff to the fullback, lowering his head and diving forward. On the carry was Mason Miller. And tonight, Mason Miller is actually celebrating a birthday, as I had a little bit of a source that told me that before tonight's game. So we want to wish him a very happy birthday, Mason Miller, celebrating, and they give him the handoff there. So give him up to the 22-yard line, so that'll bring up 3rd down and 6 here for Grayson County. The offense trying to get some movement here early on. 2 wide receivers here to the near side, 1 to the far. 1 running back in the backfield. Kopp is going to carry this one himself across the left side. He's across the 25, still on his feet. He's going to be stopped short of the 1st down marker, though, at the 26-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards, and that'll bring up 4th down and 2, so the Cougars will be forced to punt this one away, presumably. No, they're going to line this up like they're almost going to go for it. Now here comes Kopp going back to punt. I was going to say, I don't know that you go for it this early in the game, especially this deep. So Kopp is standing back at his own 14-yard line. He's going to run, and he is going to punt it away rugby style. It's a line drive punt that's going to take an Ohio County bounce, and it's going to be down at the 38-yard line. We do have a penalty flag on the play, as we'll see what this might be on. So the Cougars punt this one away back to the 38-yard line. So that's about a 36-yard punt. So the officials are now talking this one over on the far side of the field, seeing what this call might be. They're looking towards Ohio County's sidelines, so it might be on the Cougars. False start on the Cougars. And Coach Smart looks like he's looking at one player that must have been the one that did that, so they're going to be forced to punt this one away again. And it looked like he was looking maybe even at his son, Talon Smart, who might have been the one that did that. So Kopp again looking back to punt this one away. So they'll back this up now to the 21-yard line. No, actually, it's more towards the 24. Kopp gets this one away, and it's not nearly as good as a punt, as it ends up taking a pretty good Grayson County bounce, but it's going to roll out of bounds near midfield, but it doesn't even make it that far. So to the 46-yard line. So Ohio County is going to get great field position here to start their first drive of this game. 9 minutes and 45 seconds to play in this opening quarter. When you look at this and this Ohio County offense, it starts, stops, and ends with one man, and that is Qdarius McHenry, as he is coming back for Grayson County, as we'll get to that in just a moment. 2 wide receivers out on each side. It's a shotgun formation, and it's going to be a handoff to Q. He's going to break it across the near side, across the 40, and he's going to be brought down near the line of scrimmage. So Jennings picks up just about 10 yards on his first carry up to the 37-yard, and Coach Smart is already at midfield asking his offense what happened there. So 2nd down and 1 is where this ball will be placed. Shotgun formation again. They have trips here to the near side. Does Ohio County in their white jerseys, working from left to right on your radio dial. Batts is in the backfield. Next, Batts is actually the quarterback, and it's going to be a handoff here to McHenry. He's looking for room. He's going to spin, and he's going to be brought down in the backfield for a loss as he kept trying to spin out of the tackles. And we saw him make plays like that last year as he's back to the 44-yard line. And that's a loss of 7 yards for Grayson County, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 8. For McHenry, for Jennings, he makes his return here to Grayson County. Last year for the Cougars, he had 1,500 rushing yards, 475 receiving yards, 26 total touchdowns, and transferred back to Ohio County. But he had a heck of a run as the Grayson County running back. Shotgun formation here, trips to the near side. Dropping back to pass is Batts. He's going to fire it off. It's complete at the 41. A penalty flag is thrown across the 35. It would be enough for a 1st down, but I think this might be coming back due to a hold, as the pass was completed to Frady. It looks like an ineligible man downfield called on Ohio County. So that'll move them backwards, and that'll make our play 3rd down again. So they'll place this back now to the 49-yard line, and that'll bring up 3rd down and 13. So 3rd down and 13 from the 49 of Grayson County. Ohio County here coming up with the football. 8.5 minutes to play in our opening quarter. No score as the Cougars went 3 and out on their first possession. They're going to spread it out. Trips to the far side, one here to the near side. The shotgun formation for the quarterback, Batts. He's going to send empty backfield. The pass is complete in the flat and running into the 45-yard line, but running into a wall of Cougar defenders. Zach Bratcher was the first one there for the tackle, as it was complete on the far side of the field, and it was complete to Frady up to the 45-yard line. That's a pickup of 4 yards, and Ohio County is going to be forced to punt this one away. So a good stop there by the Cougar defense after a big run on 1st down by Jennings. Slow snap. He gets it away, and it's a booming punt. And it's going to be caught at the 15-yard line, breaking through a couple of tackles up across the 20, across the 25, across the 30. He's got the sideline across the 50. One man to beat. He's going to beat him to the house. 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Cougars. Logan Kopp to the house. Logan Kopp, a big-time punt return as he broke a tackle and took it straight to the house, and the Cougars have taken a 6-0 lead. So Logan Kopp takes that one 80-plus yards for the touchdown, as he had one man to beat as he broke a tackle and just took it up the sideline and ended up going in. Ryan Coates in to attempt the extra point. Placed down, the kick is up, and it is no good. So 6-0 is our score, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Coates to kick this one away, and it's an onside kick, and Ohio County is just going to fall on it. So I think without your starting kicker in the game, the Cougars try to pull a fast one. But Ohio County falls down right on top of this, so they'll get the ball here placed at their own 45-yard line. So if you just joined us, you just missed a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown. That's at least what the press box is coming to a consensus on. 90 yards for a Grayson County touchdown. 7 minutes and 20 seconds here to play in our opening quarter. Ohio County with the ball here on their own 45-yard line. It's a shotgun formation here for the Eagles. They're going to send a man in motion here to the near side. It's a handoff to Jennings, and he's going to be stopped for a pickup of about 2 yards as he got a hole across the left side and didn't get any much more luck than that. As he stopped, as they will push this here to the 46, so it's a gain of only 1 on the run there by Jennings. So I want to apologize in advance. I'm going to call him McHenry a lot here tonight, but he has chosen to go on by Jennings. Is firing over the middle of the field. The pass is complete. He's got a hole across the 45, and he's going to be stopped at about the 45-yard line as the pass was complete in the flat to Trevor Doan. And that will be enough for an Ohio County first down, as that will go up to the 44-yard line. That's enough for just about a 10-yard pickup. So first down and 10 here for Ohio County as they move into Cougar territory. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers out on each side. Dropping back to pass is a 3-step drop, 3-man rush, and it's a wide open man off into the flat at the 25-yard line, and it's complete. As that was complete to number 88, Caleb Humphrey. Up to the 26-yard line. That's an 18-yard completion. And you've heard Coach Smart talk about it in the past. He is very concerned about how his secondary will work against teams that pass the ball a lot. Trips here to the near side. Handoff to McHenry. He's going to get around the edge, across the 30, across the 25, down inside the 20, sidestepping out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So Jennings on the run there. And they'll place him down at the 16-yard line. That's a pickup of 10 yards and a first down for the Eagles. So some other games that are happening here tonight in the district, as you will have Owensboro at Graves County, which is a great game. And then the other game is Breck County taking on Muhlenberg County. Dropping back to pass, rolling out to the left. He's a man to beat. It's going to come back for a holding, firing to the end zone. The pass is complete. Touchdown Ohio County, but it's not going to stand as there is a holding penalty called against the left tackle for Ohio County. And it is holding. That's just about as blatant as you can get. So that'll move things backwards. And you can tell Coach Smart is throwing some frustration with his defense. So this will move things back here to the 32-yard line. So second down here in about 16. Shotgun formation. Jennings in the backfield to the quarterback, Batts' right. He's going to go out to pass over the middle. He has a man, and it is incomplete. Nice defense there to get a hand up. A deflect that pass was Logan Kopp. So he tried to beat the Cougars over the top, and it falls incomplete. So that'll bring up third down and long here for Ohio County. 6-0 though is our score. Grayson County leads this one. 5 minutes and 58 seconds to play here in the first quarter. So Cougars gotten their touchdown on just about a 90-yard punt return for a touchdown by Logan Kopp. 2 wide receivers out on each side. Faking the handoff. It's a complete in the flat across the 30, across the 25, brought down from behind near about the 21-yard line as that pass was complete to Desmond Randolph. So up to the 21, it's a pickup of 11 yards. But you're looking here at about 4th down and 5. And Ohio County head coach DeMarcus Gainaway isn't going to think twice about it. He will go for it. They need to get to probably about the 14. So they are just about 4 or 5 yards short. Pump fake. Going to the end zone, and that pass is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio County. as it's complete to Randolph, as they had a man guarding him on. The Cougars had a shot at it, but he just fits it in perfectly to the back corner of the end zone. And Ohio County has tied this game up here on a 21-yard touchdown pass from Batts to Randolph. So the extra point coming, and when we were down on the field, the kicking for Ohio County, Benjamin Batts is listed as the kicker. He was struggling a little bit on extra points. Let's see if he can't put it through here, and that would give Ohio County the lead. High snap, placed down, the kick is up, and it's high enough, and it is good. So Ohio County has taken a 7-6 lead here. Has not a lot to be happy with there for the Cougars on that defensive possession, as you saw the advantage and passed a lot. As we will keep it here, though. We do want to take this time, though, to remind you to follow us along on Twitter all season long at K105 Sports. We'll have updates from games that we broadcast, games that we don't. So that's your home for Cougar Sports. No place gives you updates quicker and better than right there if you want to keep up with the Cougars on Twitter. What you can always do as well is you can set it up to where you'll get notifications every time we tweet. So then any time that you might not be able to be at a game, you'll keep things up to date there. So again, Ohio County has taken a 7-6 lead here. 5:10 to play here in the first quarter. They're looking to kick this one away. Hancock County leads Owensboro Catholic 6-0. That game is in the first quarter. And Owensboro leaves Graves County 6-0. Of course, that is the Cougars' opponent next week. That's something that the Cougars will want to keep in mind as it moves forward. But if you don't win this game, then it doesn't even matter. The kick is up. And it's going to be picked up at the 16-yard line. It looks like it's Kopp again across the 25. He's across the 35 and being tripped up. As again, it looked like he might have had a chance to break another one. And that's up to the 36-yard line. So 5:05 here to play in the first quarter. Ohio County leads Grayson County 7-6. So again, the ball placed here at the Cougars 36. Wishbone formation here coming up. Kopp in that shotgun formation. It's going to be a handoff to Kerr. He's got a hole across the left side, across the 45, tripping up across midfield. He'll be brought down at the 49. Big run there by Jacob Kerr. It's a pickup of 15 yards and a first down Cougars. So under 5 minutes now to play here in this first quarter. 7-6, again, is the lead. To see an Edmonson County score, Wildcats lead Greene County 10-0. That game is in the first quarter. That's a big district game. I think that is happening in downtown Brownstown tonight. Hand off to Kopp. He's going to hand it off. A big hole across the right side. Squirting through that defensive line. On the carry was Jacob Kerr up to the 42-yard line. That's a pickup of 7 yards. That'll bring up second down and 3. So nice pickup there by Jacob Kerr, as it looked like he was going to be stopped for nothing. But he just kind of squirted through somehow, made it through. So again, a shotgun formation here for Kopp. One wide receiver to the far side. It's going to be another handoff across the right side to Kerr. He's got a first down and more up to about the 30-yard line. So Jacob Kerr finding some success running this football here in this second drive of the game for Grayson County up to the 32-yard line for the first down there for Grayson County. Cougars kind of speeding things up just a little bit as they have two wide receivers here to the near side. Shotgun formation. Handoff again to Kerr across the left side. This time he gets up across the 30, up to about the 29 before being tripped up to the 29. Of course, Grayson County is coached by Ed Smart as he is in his 16th season at the helm of the program. He is 83-91 with an 8-7 record in senior night games. So in the final home game And then he's 3-4 in his career against this Ohio County team. So that's head coach Ed Smart, again, year number 16. Of course, this night had to be especially emotional for him. As, I mean, anytime it's senior night it can be, but when one of your kids is one of the seniors, it adds something extra. Kopp will keep this himself, trying to find a hole across the right side. He squirts through, still on his feet. It looked like he was going to be brought down for a loss, and it looks like instead he's going to end up picking just about a first down. It's all going to depend on the spot here. The official looks, and he's going to say it's third down, and it's third down in inches. So up to the 22-yard line. And I'll tell you what, if he doesn't have it, it is by just about that much. It is real close. 2.5 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ohio County leads 7-6. And we have a timeout here taken on the field, and it will be taken by the Cougars. So the Cougars will take a timeout. We'll keep it here, though. And, when we have a timeout, there is no better time here to bring than tomorrow is a very special day, and I can't have this broadcast without mentioning it. So if you are maybe not a fan of Grayson County, you probably still know this man as Mr. Spirit. Tomorrow will be celebrating his 83rd birthday, as he is, a man, a myth, a legend. There is no man that is nicer than E.E. McGee, as he, it doesn't matter who you, doesn't matter who you are, who he is, you're a fan of his. It's an amazing thing, and he's a fan of you. So there was a video circulating on social media just a couple of weeks ago when the Cougars held their band competition here. That was, I think, the first week in October. Mr. McGee was running through and shaking hands with each one of the bands that performed. That's just the kind of person that he really is. So again, happy birthday, Mr. McGee, turning 83 years young tomorrow. Cougars hand this one off, and it might even be Kopp that keeps it himself, and he'll pick up the first down easily. Up to, they're going to only mark him, let's see, pick up maybe about 2. But again, Mr. McGee turning 83 years young tomorrow. So if you see him out and about tonight, tomorrow, or really any time, be sure you say hi and wish him a happy birthday, because there is no man that loves the Cougars more than Mr. McGee, and there is no man that the Cougars love more than Mr. McGee. Kopp, shotgun formation. He's going to keep this himself. He's going to go right up the middle. Now he's going to bounce it out to the near side, across the 15, across the 10, being brought down at about the 8. Logan Kopp with a big carry up to the 8-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 yards. So nice job by Logan Kopp as he again bounces off, and the Cougars are finding secondary holes here today, which is a good thing. They're being stopped, but they're not just allowing them to be stopped. They're bouncing it outside, doing different things, trying to get some success in moving this. So it'll bring up here 1.5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Kopp under center. He's going to hand it off to Kerr. Big hole up the middle. He goes up to about the 4, and he's pushed backwards by about 3 or 4 Ohio County defenders. As number 22, Dakota Vanover, was one of the first men in there up to the 4, so it's a pickup of 4 yards. So to bring up second down and goal here. End of the first quarter, Edmonson County leads Greene County 10-0. As I saw another one here. As we'll bring you more score updates here after this as the Cougars line this up. It's a handoff to Kerr. He lowers his shoulder, and he's got nothing going on that. In fact, he might have even lost about a half a yard there. So to bring up third down and goal here from the 4. Let's see the score of, that was at the end of the first quarter. Henderson County and Davis County all tied up at 0. And I do not see an update score from that game over in either Breck County against Muhlenberg or Graves County taking on Graves County is playing Owensboro. As that is the end of the first quarter. 7-6, Ohio County leads. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
At the core, most any farm is a
I'm going to look over at my director as the field goal was no good on there. Was it wide left? Our director shrugs his hands saying he's not entirely sure. So the 21-yard field goal is no good by Ryan Coates. So the Cougars' big drive there ends with nothing more. Oh, there's a flag. So they're replaying fourth down here. So wait, whoa, is there roughing the kicker? So it's first down here for the Cougars. I missed the entire penalty. The Ohio County coaching staff is not happy. Is it first down or is it fourth down? As I missed what the penalty was completely, as I was getting ready to move it on to a different thing. So Coates is going to attempt it again here. It's again another 21-yard field goal, so it's just trying the same thing over again. Will he be able to make this one? It's the last one. He didn't miss by much, but it was a line drive kick. And again, Ohio County's coach is standing in the middle of the field right now. Finally, he backs up. Placed down, the kick is up, and it is a line drive kick. This time it's good. So Coates puts it through and gives Grayson County a 10-7 lead, or 9-7 lead. This is Cougar football on K105.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Jennings returns the kickoff up to the 43-yard line. Just about an 18-yard return, so Ohio County will get the ball. So I'm not entirely sure what happened, why the Cougars got a second try on it, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. So Ohio County, though, is going to get the ball as they will come up here, first down and 10. So 10:50 to play here in this second quarter. Handoff to Jennings. He is going to run forward, still on his feet up to the 46. Yeah, it'll be a 2-yard pickup there by Qdarius Jennings. As there's all kinds of, obviously the storylines with that writes itself. As McHenry making his return here, or Jennings, sorry, making his return here to Grayson County. And again, I'm going to call him McHenry because that's how I knew him. Calling however many games I ended up doing with him last season. The pass is complete at the 50, spinning out of bounds and being thrown down there at the 47-yard line. As that pass was complete to number 15, Trevor Doan. And that's right at the first down marker, and it will be enough for a first down, Ohio County. Up to the 46 is where it will be placed. Now moving into Grayson County territory as Ohio County working from right to left on your radio dial in their all-white uniforms with navy blue numerals. High snap. It's going to be kept and brought down in the backfield and spinning him down for a loss. Ryan Bode was the first man in there, bringing him back to the 45-yard line. That's a loss of 9 yards. So the Cougars here get a big stoppage of play, and wow, are they going to give him forward progress? That's a gift. They're going to give him forward progress here to the 49. That's a gift. That's 4 yards that is gifted to him because he went immediately backwards, and I think that should be placed at the 45. But alas, 2 wide receivers out on each side, dropping back to pass. He's going to shoot one down the field. He has a man wide open. It is complete at the 15, going into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio County. Humphrey into the end zone for a 51-yard touchdown pass. And Ohio County has taken a 13-9 lead. Oh, there is a penalty flag. I do not see where it is.
It's against the Eagles, because you can tell the reaction from the Eagles players there. It's against Ohio County and flag. I never even seen where it was thrown, period.
I'm not entirely sure what that penalty was. Ineligible man downfield, I think, is what the penalty is. And then an unsportsmanlike conduct called on Ohio County. So 2 penalties called against the Eagles there. So the touchdown is no more. So they're going to have to figure out this yardage. Because I don't know about you, but I'm lost. Where will they place this football? Because I thought I saw an ineligible man downfield, which is very possible. That's a call that you see a lot. And then after it looked like he had called an unsportsmanlike conduct as well. As I have here Ken Howlett, our news director. I was going to say, if he comes up here much longer, I'm going to have to throw a headset on him. Timeout taken here by Grayson County, trying to figure this all out. I have no idea what the... Here, Ken Hallett's standing right next. Ken, what was that call right there? Holding. Holding? He says it's holding. I have no idea. He's just lying now, as he says. So, so it'll come up here, and they're placing this ball back here at the 32-yard line. So I'm just lucky that I don't have to be the one to sit here and count this out. Second down and a country mile coming up here. So the ball is placed at the 27-yard line. 27. So they need to get here to the 36. So you are looking at, I can't even do that math. It's way too late to do that math. Second down and long coming up here. Two wide receivers out. And again, the Ohio County coaching staff is still talking with the main official. So again, the ball placed at the 27. So at 37, it'd be 37, yeah. Second down and 37. Second down and 37 here coming up. Now we come back to action. So after Ohio County had a 51-yard touchdown thrown off the field, it's not. They're going to drop back to pass again, scrambling out to the far side. He has a hole, scrambling through one tackler. He's not going to get away from the second one, as the Cougars bring him down in the backfield for a loss of maybe about one. Zach Bradsher was in there on the tackle, and they're going to actually give him 1 yard on that run, so that'll bring up fourth down and 36. So a long way to go here. Low snap. And he gets it away, and it's a good punt. Kopp is going to call for the fair catch at the 39-yard line. So that's where Grayson County is going to get their next possession. 8 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in this first half. As the Cougars will get the ball here on their own 39-yard line. Seeing if I can't bring you some scores. Apollo and Marshall County all tied up at 14 in the second quarter. South Warren leads Greenwood 8-0. 10 minutes left in the second quarter of that game. McLean County leads Todd County Central 14-6. That game is in the first quarter there. At the end of one, Owensboro and Graves County all tied up at 6. Bowling Green leads Christian County 14-0. And the Cougars on their first play will lose yards back to the 37. So again, our score, Grayson County 9, Ohio County 7. So back to the 37 on the run there by Grayson County. We do appreciate you tuning in here to tonight's broadcast. Sam Gormley with you on the call. As a chilly night here for football, but it's not raining like it was last week, where it was horrible weather a week ago. It's actually pretty nice here tonight. Back to action they come. Shotgun formation here for Kopp. Trips to the far side. He is going to hand this one off up the middle, a full head of steam up to the 40. Jacob Kerr on the carry. And that'll be back up to the original line of scrimmage. Third down and 10 coming up. So 9-7 is the lead for Grayson County. 7:15 here to play. Shotgun formation here in this second quarter of action. Two wide receivers here to the near side. A running back in the backfield. Dropping back to pass. Kopp pump fakes. He's going to keep it himself up to the 40. Now he's going to break it out to the far side. And that's exactly where he was stopped. So no gain on the play. So Cougars will be forced to punt this one away. And here comes the punt, and it's a horrible punt, straight up into the air. And it's going to end up taking a Cougar bounce and rolling out of bounds at about the 46-yard line. So that will be a 6-yard punt by Logan Kopp as he kicked it straight into the air. So great field position here for Ohio County with 6 minutes and 22 seconds to play here in this second quarter. The ball placed on the Cougars' 46. Owensboro now leads Graves County 13-6. 11 minutes to play in the second quarter. Back to pass. Over the middle. He has a man wide open, and it is caught. Incomplete. Nice defense by Grayson County to break that one up. Late defense and late closing speed to break that one up, and it was Talon Smart in there. So no gain there on the play as he had a man wide open and just underthrew him a little bit. End of the first quarter, Hopkins County Central and Logan County all tied up at 7. Shotgun formation. Hand off to Jennings across the right side. He has a hole across the 45, across the 40, still on his feet across the 35, down inside the 30, and finally going out of bounds near the 25-yard line. So Jennings with a big run. Up to the 28 is where they will mark this down. That is a pickup of 18 yards and a first down, Ohio County. And a timeout taken on the field. It will be taken by the Cougars with 6 minutes to play here in this first half. Seeing if I can't bring you some more scores at halftime, Central Hardin leads Meade County 29-0. As, again, the Owensboro leads Graves County 13-6 with 11 minutes to play in the second quarter there. Edmonson County leads Greene County 16-0, 5.5 minutes to play in the second quarter down in Edmonson County. South Warren, again, leads Greenwood 8-0, 10 minutes to play in the second quarter there. And all tied up at 14, Apollo 14, Marshall County 14. It's all of the scores we really have to bring you that I've seen of anything of real connection to this area. So it will be first down and 10 for the Eagles after the big run by Jennings of 18 yards. Two wide receivers out on each side. The quarterback bats is in the shotgun formation. He has Jennings to his left. Two-step drop, pump fakes to Jennings. He's going to shoot one into the end zone, and it is overthrown. No, it is incomplete. He does just overthrow him a little bit. What looked like it was going to be a touchdown, and he would have been an easy 28-yard touchdown, but instead it'll bring up second down and 10. 9-7, though. Grayson County leads this one over Ohio County. 6 minutes and 1 second to play here in the second quarter. Shotgun formation again for Bats. Hands it off to Jennings across the right side. He is going to get across the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that, as they'll put him up to about the 24, so that's a pickup of 4 yards, third down and 6 coming up. Or actually, no, he didn't get nearly that much. Third and 8. So third down and 8 coming up here for Ohio County. They are probably in 4-down territory. They're going to send Jennings out into the slot. 3-step drop into the end zone off the far right side, and it is incomplete. Nice defense by Grayson County. As in there to break that pass up for the Cougars. As that was Joey Clemens, I think, the man in there on the defense to defend that one. As I think Ed Smart's just trying to find anybody that can defend a pass, and he made a good play on the ball. So fourth down here and 8. 4-step drop over the middle. The pass is complete in the flat. He's got the first down and more, spinning down inside the 10-yard line. He was wide open. So that'll be down into, they're going to mark it down to the 4-yard line, a 20-yard pass completion. 5 minutes to play here in the first half. Grayson County leads this one 9-7. Shotgun formation. Hands it off to Jennings. He's going to try and find the hole across the 5, and he's struck down right there. Nice defensive play. Going low and bringing him down immediately for Grayson County was Levi Martin. So actually, Jennings might have even lost a yard. Second down and goal from the 5. Seeing what they might draw up here. And I'll tell you what, if I'm Ohio County, I give the ball to Jennings here 3 more times. He's your man. Let him run the ball out. 4 minutes to play here in the first half. Grayson County leads Ohio County 9-7. Man in motion from the far side here to the near side. And it's going to be a handoff to Jennings. He's going to go in untouched. Touchdown, Ohio County. And it is Cudarius Jennings from 5 yards out. So Ohio County has taken themselves a 13-9 lead. This time there are no penalty flags and it will stand. So here comes the extra point attempt. As the field goal kicker is Hoskins. Placed down, it's a high snap, and it is blocked. So the Cougars stop that one from going. 13-9 is the score. This is Cougar football on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Hoskins to kick this one away for Ohio County as the Cougars find themselves here at a 13-9 deficit. And it's a short kick that is going to be taken at about the 23. Up the middle, across the 35, across the 40, across the 50. He's got a hole, and there's going to be another special teams touchdown if he can beat the one man, and he will not. As Kopp is brought down inside the 10-yard line. Logan Kopp almost took another one to the house as he's brought down to the 11-yard line. A big-time return for the Cougars as he had one man to beat, and that one man brought him down. So up to the Ohio County 11-yard line. So he picked that one up at the 23. So a good return there for the Cougars. He was doing the math as I was getting ready to. Ken Hallett says 66. So if he's wrong, you know where to go. Down inside the 10-yard line on the carry up to the 7-yard line. 66-yard return for Logan Kopp. So he's got a 90-yard punt return and the big kickoff return. And we have a whistle blown here with 3:19 to play. So here comes Kopp going under center. The Cougars need a touchdown here. And he's going to hand it off to Gibson going into the end zone. Touchdown Cougars! Hunter Gibson takes that one in from 7 yards out. And the Cougars have retaken the lead here at 15-13. Kind of a weird football score here, but the Cougars do take that lead off the 7-yard touchdown run by Hunter Gibson. They don't trail this game for long at all. In fact, they only trail it for about 50 seconds. They are going to go for two here, trying to make this a 17-13 lead. Kopp under center. We have a whistle blown. It's thrown by the near side judge. Offsides on Ohio County, and that'll make things even easier. Getting the play call from offensive coordinator Brian Jones is the senior quarterback Logan Kopp, of course, playing his almost guaranteed final game here at Cougar Stadium. There's a lot that could happen that could allow for them Cougars to come back here and play one more game, but we don't need to get into all of that. Under center is Kopp. He's going to hand it off to Gibson. He dives in, and the two-point conversion is good. So the Cougars have taken themselves a 17-13 lead with 2 minutes and 59 seconds to play here in this second quarter, as this has been a back-and-forth game, and it's been an exciting game, though. A 7-yard touchdown run by Hunter Gibson. So Hunter Gibson takes that in from 7 yards out. The two-point conversion is good. With 2:59 to play here in this second quarter. So 17-13. Special teams has been the difference for the Cougars tonight. They've had a lot of success. They've had some bad punts, but they've made up for it with a big kickoff return and a big punt return. Or actually, two big punt returns, sorry. Coates to kick this one away. It's a short kick, and it's going to be caught at the 27, breaking it off towards the far side across the 30, across the 35, across the 40. And that's where he'll be brought down at about the 43-yard line on the return for Ohio County. And that was number 40, Ethan Maddox. So Ohio County with the ball, 2:52 to play in this first half. So the ball placed on the Ohio County 44. Allen County Scottsville leads Warren East 13-7. That's approaching the start of halftime there. Owensboro leads Graves County 13-8. So I guess there must have been a safety in that game, because there was just 13-6. Either that or it's a typo. Shotgun formation. Off into the flat, it's complete to Jennings. He catches it, but immediately falls down as the pass was just a little bit out of his reach, but he does make a nice catch, but it will be no gain. Got to say that Coach Smart's probably been pretty happy with how they've handled Jennings here tonight, as Grayson County fans know as well as anybody on how talented he actually is as a running back. I mean, last year he had 1,500 rushing yards, 475 receiving yards, all kinds of all-purpose yards. And a lot of people say he's the best running back that Grayson County's had in a long time. Shotgun formation here for Ohio County. It's going to be a handoff to Jennings. He has a hole across the 50, still on his feet, across the 40, across the 35, across the 30, down at the 25. Jennings shows the speed there and just breaks through up to the 25-yard line. That'll be a 31-yard return, but there is a penalty flag on the play. And it looks like it is on Ohio County. As I was looking down and I didn't see what the official called, but it might be holding. And that's what it appears to be. It It is holding. So back to the 37-yard line is where they will place this one. So that'll bring up 2nd down and 17. So it's a big hole for Jennings. It takes back, and Ohio County's had about 3 plays brought back tonight because of holding or other penalties. 3-step drop for the quarterback over the middle. The pass is incomplete, tipped off, and almost intercepted by Grayson County. Levi Martin was the man in there, and it goes incomplete. So 3rd down and long now coming up with 1:55 to play here in the second quarter. Grayson County leads Ohio County 17-13. So we do appreciate you tuning in here to tonight's broadcast. So we always like to say, comment, let us know who you're cheering for, if there's a specific player you're cheering for, and where you're watching from. That's what we always like to see, is we get people watching from all over the place. Shotgun formation here again for Ohio County. 2 wide receivers out on each side. 3-step drop, punt fake. He's going to go down the field. He has a man wide open, and it is caught at the 35-yard line, and he is going to go to the house as the Cougar defender tried to make a play on the ball and falls down. And a big touchdown play there for 63 yards on 3rd down and long, and Ohio County has jumped right back out in front, 19-17. 1:42. Of course, Ohio County will get the ball to start the second half, as the Cougars did start the game with the football. And it appears that they are going to go for 2. And they run this weird formation here. If you're watching with us, you can see it. I know that they're trying to get, I think it usually just turns out better, and they're going to give it off now, and it's going to get off to Jennings. He's going to go around the hole. He breaks a tackle and in, and it is into the end zone. So the 2-point conversion is good. And Ohio County leads this one 21-17. So I'll see if I can't be able to bring some scores here as I update our Twitter. Again, remind you to follow along all season long there at K105 Sports. As that's your one-stop shop for Cougar sports updates, including links to read the illustrious sports writer Don Brown's articles and whatever it might be. So 1:43 to play here in this second quarter. So 21-17, back and forth these two teams go. We're looking like we might have ourselves a shootout. At the half, Bowling Green leads Christian County 28-0. So the ball here kicked at the 40-yard line. Ohio County to go from right to left. Looking to kick this one away. And it's a booming kick. It's going to be caught at the 14-yard line. Across the 25, across the 30, still on his feet, across the 40, across the 50, and he's on his feet, it's still across the 40, across the 35, and that's where he's going to be brought down again, and a late penalty flag comes flying in. And Logan Kopp again, he picked that one up at the 14-yard line and returns this one all the way up to the 32. And it's a face mask on Ohio County. That's going to add even more yards here to this one. A 54-yard return by Logan Kopp. So the Cougars are going to get good field position again here. Special teams have been the difference, and Grayson County needs to take advantage and score a touchdown here before the half. 1:31 to play here in the second quarter. Ball placed on the Ohio County 17. Kopp under center. Waits to snap. Now does. Handoff to Kerr. And he's hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. But they are going to get a pickup of about 3. Second down and 9 here coming up. Edmonson County leads Greene County 19-8. That game is just before the half. And the Cougars are letting this time go as we got a minute to play here in this first half. They're making sure that Ohio County doesn't get any time on this clock, especially with the big play capabilities. Kopp's going to keep this one himself. He's going to squirt through across the 15 down to about the 13, and now a timeout is going to be called. And I think that was Grayson County's final timeout. So that was their final timeout with 46.3 seconds after the 3-yard pickup. So third down and about 4 will be coming up. So again, 19-8, Edmonson County leads Greene County. Allen County Scottsville leads Warren East 13-10. That score is at the half of that game. Those are some of the score updates, though, that I'm really seeing to bring you. Seeing if I don't see anything else. I do not. So as there is a timeout, though, on the field. As this has been a long first quarter of first half of action, as we are over an hour, as this is WKHG Litchfield. The Twin Lakes Best Mix K105. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. As our crew here tonight is our director Chase Blaine for the K105 Digital Productions, Cody Brock, and also Anna Davis. Kopp in the shotgun formation. He rolls out to pass, and it's going to be a screen. It is complete. Down inside the 10-yard line, and it's going to be near that first down marker. As it was Hunter Gibson on the catch. And it's up to the 8. So a 5-yard pickup, and that is enough for a first down Cougars. 38 seconds here to play in this first half. The Cougars will have 4 plays. First down and goal from the 8. Kopp. He's going to keep this one himself. Spins down, and he's brought down in the backfield for a loss of 1 yard. They're going to have to hurry this one up, though. 23 seconds left. They almost got to kill this one here. They got to just spike it. And he does. So Kopp kills it with 16.3 seconds. Third down and goal now. Third down and goal from about the 9. So I think right now, if you're Coach Smart, I think you have to pass the ball. Because I think if you run the ball, you're going to have to hurry up, and you're going to have to get a play that's going to have to get into the end zone. I think you have to pass the ball here. And I know they don't like to pass the ball, but you got to make sure that you have something going here on offense. You got to get 2 shots at the end zone. Even if you pass the ball here and it falls incomplete and you run on 4th down, because it really doesn't matter. But you got to get 8 yards, and you're on 3rd down right now. So you can't kill it. You have no room to pick up the first down. It's only a touchdown or nothing here. So 3rd down and goal from the 8. Shotgun formation, and a whistle is blown. And we might have delay of game here called on the Cougars, and it is. And that's a big-time mistake here by Grayson County. And the Cougars pick up a delay of game penalty. That's going to back them up to the 13, to about the 14. And that's a big-time mistake here by this Cougar offense. And Coach Smart immediately when that happened walked down to the other end of the field with some frustration. Greenwood leads South Warren 9-8 just before halftime of that game. That'd be a big-time upset. Kopp drops back to pass over the middle, and it is overthrown and incomplete. As it was intended for Caden Woodcock. So, and Woodcock's not very tall, so 12.3 seconds. 4th down and goal from the 14. Do they attempt the field goal? And that appears what they are going to do. And this is interesting here. A 31-yard field goal for Ryan Coates, which I do believe would be a career long for him. Placed down, the kick is up, and it's blocked. So Ohio County now is going to get actually pretty decent field position here with, well, not really good field position, but they're going to get the ball with 11.5 seconds left. And I don't know that I necessarily agree to go with a field goal there. If you had Logan Raymer in the game, absolutely. I think you got to take a shot at the end zone there, especially when you have your kicker in there that is your backup. He's not your usual guy. He hasn't kicked in a game since South Warren last year. So you're looking at November the 8th of 2018, so almost a year was the last time that he kicked in a game. And I know that he's probably kicked in practice, and that can mean a lot of things. Practice isn't a game. It's completely different, and I'm not sure that I necessarily agree with that call here at the end of this first half. But then again, that's the reason why I'm in the broadcast booth and not down there on the sideline. See if Ohio County, though. They have 2 timeouts remaining. Shotgun formation. They are going to pass. They're going to see what they can't do. They're going to open it up over the middle, and it is caught. A diving attempt at the catch by Jennings at the 40-yard line. 5.2 seconds left, and they're going to have to take a timeout here. So a big pass completion there is Jennings with a diving attempt and ends up pulling that one down. A scorer, here's some scores at the half. Greenwood leads South Warren 9-8. Owensboro leads Graves County 13-8. Of course, we will be at Owensboro next week. Ohio County will be at Breck County next week. So those are some of the updates there. So they have 60 yards to go here, 5.2 seconds. They do have 1 timeout remaining. They might try a quick pass, quick timeout, and see if they can't throw one to the end zone. The quarterback has a pretty decent arm. Batts does. Batts all alone in the shotgun formation. He sends 5 wide receivers out. This will be the last play of the half as he rolls out, and he's going to be sacked in the backfield, back at the 21-yard line. So that is the final play of this game, is a loss of 19 on the play. End of the first half. Grayson County trails Ohio County 21-17 as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
The Twin Lakes Gas Mix, K105.
There's the birthday boy right there if you're watching with us on K105 Digital Productions. Getting a real close-up, I guess. In fact, can we even zoom that out a little bit? No, there is the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. McGee. He's going to turn 83 years young tomorrow night. And like we said, no one loves the Cougars more than him, and the Cougars no one loves him more than the Cougars. As Mr. McGee, there's not much to do. And there is the announcement here, and if you hear the applause, there he is cheering him on. And again, we can't say enough about him. In fact, we have a 15-minute halftime show. I could spend the next 15 minutes just praising all of the great stuff that he does around here. And that would not even be scratching just an inch of the surface of some of the great things that Mr. McGee does. But again, happy birthday to him. He turns 83 years young tomorrow. No man is better than that one. Our game, though, Grayson County trails Ohio County 21-17. It has been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. As at the end of the first quarter, our score was Ohio County leading this one. Actually, no, sorry. Grayson County had a big-time punt return. We're thinking about 90 yards by Logan Kopp. The extra point was no good, and it was 6-0 Grayson County. Ohio County marched down the field a 21-yard touchdown pass, and that made our score here at 7-6. Ohio County ended up, after a 21-yard field goal was good by the Cougars to give themselves a 9-7 lead. Qdarius Jennings had a 5-yard touchdown run. Hunter Gibson had a 7-yard touchdown run, a 63-yard touchdown pass. This was all within about 2.5 minutes of action as both teams went back and forth. And then at the end of the first half, with about 11 seconds left, the Cougars had a field goal blocked, a 31-yard field goal attempt. As the Cougar Band is taking the field right now as they're getting ready to perform. And again, we want to wish them the best luck. I'm not entirely sure where they are tomorrow when they complete. I know next week, I think, is when they're going to be up in Indianapolis competing at the Band of America Championships up at Lucas Oil Stadium. So we can wish them best of luck ahead of time. Because, that's a great accomplishment that they're getting ready to perform up on the big stage. But tonight, their stage is the Cougar Stadium. So they're getting ready to play their first note. And it's why they play their first note. We'll take a break and have our Cougars in the Classroom segment coming up after this. This is Cougar Football right here on K105.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
While the Cougar athletic teams get most of the spotlight from the community, it is in the classroom where they first learn to succeed. This season, we will be featuring some of these people and programs that are making the difference in the lives of Grayson County students. This evening, we head to Grayson County Middle School, where students are getting a taste of what we do on a daily basis.
The teachers got to choose what the content was going to be. And so I thought about doing something in my content area like some of my colleagues, but then I was contacted by Miss Dee Dee Webb, who is our technology integration specialist, and she said, "What about STLP?"
Joseph Alexander is the teacher for the GCMS broadcasting class. The class is taught at the end of every school day for about 15 students. When starting any new class, concerns are inevitable.
I was nervous to start with because I was afraid that they wouldn't have the maturity to be able to handle the equipment, but we spent a week at the very beginning before they ever got to touch any of the equipment that we had, and we talked about cost, and we talked about the importance of how you would handle these types of devices and the tools that we have in here. And I've been just really surprised at how well that they've been able to handle this responsibility. We haven't had anything broken. They take great care of it. They are very responsible whenever they put things up in the afternoons. And so far it's been a really enjoyable experience.
One of the first projects that students worked on was creating their own version of a radio show. To learn, they used an example of a broadcast of In the Know.
The first experience that we have is with interviewing. I treat this class much like a journalism class. Aside from journalism, they also get to use a lot of production equipment and be able to produce something that they could use in real life. And so we start in the class by doing some interviewing skills. They get to have a conversation with their peers and just make a podcast. So they pretty much make a radio show out of just having a conversation.
Now that school has been in session for over a month, Alexander is beginning to see students come out of their shells and be more confident in their work.
And one of the things I've noticed is that some of the students that were initially really shy, they gain confidence whenever they're able to record because they're not having to do it live, and they get the opportunity to go back and erase some of their mistakes. And so they find out that being able to record and being able to produce really takes the pressure off of that live performance.
In addition to their classwork, the students also get the ability to interview teachers and students about what is happening at Grayson County Middle School in what they call GC News.
One of the activities that we do in this class is the GC News. And so the student groups have an opportunity 1 week to go out and gather information that's happening in the school. And I think the students just really like that freedom to be able to get out of the classroom.
Alexander mentioned how he hopes that this is just the beginning for the class at GCMS. He is wanting to continue to update the equipment to give students the best example of how broadcasting works in the real world. In the future, Alexander hopes that he can take the next step and begin entering some of his students in statewide contests in STLP.
The future for the broadcasting class is hopefully that we could assemble a team. What we want to do is use our broadcasting class that's during the day as an indicator for the students that have the motivation and the interest in broadcasting, so that we could have an after-school program where we could funnel some of those students in that really care about developing the skill set, and then form a team that would eventually compete.
I'm Sam Gormley reporting for Cougars in the Classroom. The halftime show continues in just a moment.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Taking on Ohio County as the score of tonight's game right now at the half is Ohio County 21, Grayson County 17. Is the Cougar band just wrapping up their performance, and again they're going to be on the road here. I'm not sure where they are tomorrow, but again in 2 weeks or in a week, so next Saturday, I think they'll be up in Indianapolis playing in the Band of America's competition up there. Our game though has been back and forth they go. Before we let you know a little bit more about that, though, we'll update you on some scores. But again, our score right now, Grayson County 21, or Ohio County 21, Grayson County 17. As I'll see what scores I can bring you right now. As E-Town leads LaRue County 41-7. Let's see here. As Bowling Green leads Christian County 28-0. That score is at the half of that game. Russellville leads Caverna 41-0. That score is at the half. Russell County leads Butler County 22-0. That scores at the half. Logan County all up on Hopkins County Central 31-7. And I think that's all of the scores that I really have to bring you right now. Again, Owensboro leads Graves County 13-8. That scores at the half. I do not have a score, though, of the Muhlenberg County, Breckenridge County game. That's the only one that I don't have. So our score, though, is Grayson County trailing Ohio County 21-17. As it has not been really the best defensive performance. As you heard, the main part of this game was going to be, can the defense hold up and can the secondary play well? And the answer to that has been absolutely not. The secondary has really struggled tonight. Let's see what kind of halftime adjustments Coach Smart might have made in defending that, because when looking at this, it was 2 passing touchdowns, one of 63, one of 21, but they had 2 more that were called back because of penalties, and they've just torched the Cougars secondary tonight. Other than that, though, I guess Grayson County's played pretty well. Special teams-wise, Logan Kopp has been a beast other than one bad punt. He has dominated this game. He's had 3 massive returns that have really paced the way for Grayson County here tonight. We will take a break and come back with more here coming up, seeing if we can't be able to bring you some scores from around the region. And we'll look back at our keys to the game. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We are Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
and we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky Farm Families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
My part-time service in the Army National Guard makes it possible for me to be more for the community I call home. I'm a better neighbor because my service has taught me how important it is to be a team player. My training helps me in my classes when I must give attention to detail to the task at hand. My service in the Army National Guard allows me to keep my community and those I care about safe from threats. Learn more about how you too can live and serve part-time close to home by visiting nationalguard.com.
I am a nurse,
a firefighter,
a college student,
a mother, and I am an American soldier.
I will always be ready
for every storm
and disaster that threatens my community.
I will always be there to protect my neighbors,
my family,
and my country.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
We are the Army National Guard.
Visit nationalguard.com to learn more about part-time service.
K105.
Get ready to start the second half of action here between Grayson County and Muhlenberg County. Or no, sorry, Grayson County and Ohio County. As I was just looking at us trying to find a score of Muhlenberg County. As they're playing Breck County tonight, and I still have yet to see a score from that game. So maybe we'll just send a crew member to drive up to Breck County and see if he can't figure out what the score is. I make eye contact with our director, Chase Blaine, first. He might be it. So here we come. The Cougars will kick this one away to start off the second half of action with Ohio County leading this one 21-17. Sam Gormley here with you tonight on a chilly but football weather kind of day here at the Cougar Stadium as we're here for the final time in the 2019 regular season. Of course, there is a very small outside chance that they could possibly play here in the playoffs, but it is minuscule. But if the Cougars don't win this one here, their playoff chances could be living on the balance. It's a squib kick, and it's going to be caught by the upback at the 36-yard line, breaking it back towards the far side of the field across the 40, across the 45, being brought down there at about the 48-yard line. So that's where Ohio County will start this half with the ball. So good field position here for the Eagles as it'll be placed at their own 48-yard line. So 21-17, Ohio County leads this one. First play of this second half. High snap, corralled off into the flat. It's a high pass, but it is caught. And no gain on the play. Second down and 10 coming up here for Ohio County. As again, if I see a score from that Muhlenberg-Breck game, we'll be sure to bring it to you, but I have not seen anything. As that game is being played up in Hardinsburg. But again, haven't seen a score from that, but it'll be interesting. If Breck County defeats Muhlenberg County, the Cougars will be in the playoffs. But if not, then it'll get really interesting here coming up next week. As they just need Breck County to win one of their next two games. Davis County, though, leads Henderson County 3-0. That game is in the third quarter. As I'm not really sure what the holdup is here. But here we come. Shotgun formation. Trips here to the near side. Jennings goes in motion. Now breaks it back here towards the near side. Fakes the handoff. It is complete at the 48-yard line. And blowing down and trying to keep it going up to the 50. And the Cougar defense was right there. Zach Bratcher and Ethan Stewart were in there as the pass was complete to Caleb Humphrey. He gets up to the 50-yard line, and that'll bring up third down and 8. So third down and 8. Ohio County has tried to take the top off of the Grayson County defense a lot here tonight. It's going to be handoff to Jennings. He has a hole across the right side, and he stops short, though, as he picks up about 4 before being brought down. So it'll bring up 4th down and about 3 or 4. What does Ohio County do here? You have the ball at midfield on your first drive of this second half, and special teams, the Cougars have had a lot of success returning, so they are going to go for it. And it is interesting here. This could be a play that you look back on this game. Dropping back to pass, rolling to his right. The pass is overthrown and incomplete. So the Cougars will take over on downs with the ball placed on their own 46-yard line. As the pass was just overthrown, and that's a big turn here. So the Cougars going to get the ball here with 10 minutes and 26 seconds to play here in this third quarter. First down and 10, ball placed at their own 46-yard line. So we do appreciate you joining us here tonight, as we have all of the different ways for you to listen. So we have someone watching in Florida, I see. I'm jealous. I wish we were there with you. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He drops back to pass, rolls out here towards the near side. Now he's going to scramble, and he's going to run out of bounds for really a pickup of maybe about 1. He had a man wide open down the side of the field, and the Cougars were asking, the Cougar faithful were standing up, asking for him to pass. I see here somebody says Breck County is tied at 6 with Muhlenberg County. That's what we have, a Facebook follower that says that they say that it is tied at 6. I'm not sure about the time or what, but tied at 6. Owensboro Catholic leads Hancock County 14-6. That scores at the half. Kopp this time is going to hand it off. Across the left side goes Kerr. And it is a pickup of about 1. So second down and a long 8, or a third down and a long 8 and a short. Well, in fact, actually, they're going to say no gain. I thought that they were going to give him 1, so it'll be third down and 9 here coming up for Grayson County. Do they drop back to pass again? Last time they did. They had a man wide open. Shotgun formation. Handoff across the 50, across the 45, across the 40, down inside the 35, running out of bounds at the 30-yard line. Big time run there by Hunter Gibson, as he picks up the first down and more. And the Cougars are now knocking on the door. They'll place this down to the 32. That's a 21-yard run by Hunter Gibson. That's exactly what the Grayson County needs here, is they need just some momentum moving back on offense. Shotgun formation. 1 wide receiver out on each side. And now we're going to have a whistle blown, and it's going to be a false start called on Grayson County. So that'll move them back. First down and 15 will come up. So Grayson County comes up here with 9 minutes and 36 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Ohio County leads 21-17. 1 wide receiver out on each side. It's the shotgun formation. Fakes the handoff. Now it's going to be a handoff across the left side on the 30 down to about the 29. Jacob Kerr on the carry. He'll pick up about 8 yards up to the 29-yard line. So second down and about 7 here coming up for the Cougars. Again in the shotgun, a running back on each side. Gibson is on one side, Kerr is on the other. It's Gibson that's going to get this one. And he spins down inside the 25-yard line, down to about the 22. That's a pickup of 7 yards and should be enough. We're waiting for the official call from the official. It is enough for a first down, Cougars. So up to the 22-yard line goes Grayson County, under 9 minutes now to play here in this third quarter. South Warren has now taken the lead over Greenwood 16-9, 7.5 minutes to play in the third quarter. That was one that we were kind of watching for. Would have been a pretty big upset. Two wide receivers here to the near side. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He's going to hand this one off. Across the 20-yard line goes the running back. Was Hunter Gibson. He takes it up to the 17-yard line. That's a pickup of 5 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down and 5. Grayson County trying to reclaim the lead here. Shotgun formation for Kopp. He's going to keep it himself across the right side, down inside the 15, down inside the 10, spinning down at about the 7. Goes Logan Kopp on the quarterback keeper across the right side. Up to the 6, so it's an 11-yard pickup and a 1st down Cougars. As that's Logan Kopp tonight has played a great game. I don't think there's any other way to put it. He's had some success rushing the ball. He's had 3 big returns special teams-wise. And a football just came flying in and almost came in the press box here as I had to kind of watch out for it as they're flying in. I'm not sure what they're throwing out down there, the cheerleaders are. Under center, a 9 formation here for Kopp. He hands it off to Gibson, and he's stopped in the backfield for a loss. As multiple players, Coffey was the first one in there for Ohio County. And they'll bring this one back to about the 8-yard line, a loss of 2. 2nd down and goal coming up from the 8. Shotgun formation. 1 wide receiver out on each side. And running back on each side, it's a handoff across the left side. The mass of players gets it down to about the 6. 6.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. 3rd down and goal from about the 6 or 7. They'll say the 7. Kopp gets the play call from Brian Jones. Trots out to meet his team as they were standing at the 15-yard line. 2 wide receivers to the far side, 1 here to the near. Shotgun formation for the senior quarterback. He rolls out to pass to the left. He scrambles, and he's still on his feet, now bringing it back towards the near side. He's looking to pass. No, now he's going to run it down inside the 5. Rolling down inside. Is it a touchdown? It is. Touchdown, or is he down inside the 5? I think he's down. He is down at about the 1-yard line, I thought, and I thought the official put his hand up. And he's down inside the 1. So I guess he is down inside the 1-yard line. 4th down and inches here. So the Cougars are going to go for this. Inside their own 1. It's a quarterback sneak by Kopp. It looks like he's into the end zone, waiting for an official call. There it is! Touchdown, Cougars! Logan Kopp takes it in from 1 yard out, and Grayson County is retaking the lead. So Logan Kopp with a big return. He had the big run that looked like he was going to get in on the scramble. So here comes the extra point attempt from Coates. It's been anything but automatic tonight. Good snap. The kick is up, and it looks like it might be wide left, and it was. So our score, Grayson County 23, Ohio County 21. This is Cougar Football on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
Grayson County to kick this one away. They lead 23-21. The kick is on the ground, and it's going to be picked up at the 29-yard line. Taking it out to the far side across the 35 and spinning down at about the 39-yard line on the return do the Eagles. So the Cougars go for it on 4th down and goal from inside their own 1-yard line and punch it in on the quarterback keeper. 4 minutes and 56 seconds to play here in this third quarter. Grayson County leads this one 23-21. So we appreciate you for joining into tonight's coverage tonight. Sam Gormley here with you on the call. As it has been a great football game here. Shotgun formation for Ohio County, their second drive here of this second half. And it's going to be a handoff to Jennings across the 40-yard line. And he's going to be brought down at the 37 or 38. And seeing where they'll give it to him, it looks like they'll give him to the 37. Shotgun formation. Again, 2 wide receivers out on each side. It's a 3-step drop, 3-man rush by Grayson County, a diving catch at the 50-yard line, and a nice one at that. Ohio County's wide receivers have made a couple of nice plays diving the ball. And that will be a first down at the 50-yard line, 13-yard completion. Again, Grayson County leads this one 23-21, 4:10 to play here in the third quarter. Shotgun formation, dropping back to pass. And he shoots one over the middle, and it is nearly intercepted by Grayson County. Zach Bratcher almost had his second interception of the season. And his second in a second straight game as he made a great play on the ball. And that's a tough play for a linebacker to make. But if he'd have made that one, that could have made things real interesting here in this game with the Cougars having a 2-point lead. They could have tried to add on to that. 2nd down and 10 coming up. High snap, handed off to Jennings at the 50. He juke moves to the left side, now runs into the mass of defenders. He's carrying the pile across the 45-yard line up to the 44. Jennings was stopped at about the 49 and carried the pile about 5 more yards to end up picking up some good yardage. So 3rd down and 4 coming up. And I'll tell you what, if I'm Ohio County, I give the ball right back to Jennings and see what he can't do. 2 wide receivers out on each side again. Pretty much the identical formation. They're going to pass off into the flat. It is complete enough for a first down across the 35-yard line, and that'll be another passing first down. They've run that little screen pass a couple of times where the wide receiver, I guess it's more of a curl route of sorts, where the wide receiver just goes out about 5 yards, stops, and they give the ball right back to him. It's a pickup of about 10 yards up to the 34. Ohio County trying to reclaim the lead. This time it's going to be a handoff to Jennings. He's trying to get around. He's got a man in the backfield, but he's going to get away from them, but not get away from him the second time. Zach Bratcher was back there. Jennings got away from him the first time, but the second time he did not. Back to the 37, so it's a loss of 3 yards. 2nd down and 13 coming up. 2.5 minutes to play here in the third quarter. Grayson County leads Ohio County 23-21. I formation, 2 wide receivers out on each side. Fakes a pass off to Jennings. It is complete now, off it onto the far side. And picking up about 5 yards. The pass was complete to Randolph. And it's up to the 31-yard line. So it's a pickup of 6 yards. 3rd down and 7 coming up. Shotgun formation. Jennings in the backfield. He's going to go out. Pass off to the far side, and it is incomplete. He overthrew his receiver. So he tried to run again that little route out to the sideline. And it falls incomplete. 4th down and 7 coming up now for Ohio County. And again, you're kind of in no man's land right here, where you've got to do something. And this is a big play here in this game. The Cougar faithful comes to their feet, making some noise. Passing down coming. Bats to throw. He scrambles now, and he's got a hole. He's going to have the 1st down and more. He's still on his feet, down across the 25, down inside the 20. As the Cougars dropped 8 back into coverage, and Bats just went through and broke through for a 13-yard pickup. And that's a 1st down for Ohio County on 4th down. And that's got to be some frustration. Again, the shotgun formation here. Bats to pass. Rolls out to his right. Passing, and it is nearly intercepted, and instead it's a touchdown. I thought it was intercepted by Grayson County, and instead it is complete into the end zone as it goes through the hands of a Cougar defender and is caught in the end zone for a touchdown. So Ohio County has taken the lead on the 18-yard passing reception, as at first I thought it was intercepted with 1:08 here to play in the 3rd quarter. The extra point coming. Placed down, the kick is up, and he put it through, so it's 28-23 now. Ohio County has retaken the lead. Back and forth we come. Back and forth has been the story of tonight's game, and Ohio County has now retaken the lead. This might be one of these games, though, where whoever has the ball last is going to win the game. So 28-23 is the score. 1:09 to play here in this 3rd quarter. Off the 18-yard touchdown reception. So Ohio County to kick this one off to the Cougars. 28-23 again is the score of tonight's game. Ohio County leads Grayson County. Waiting now as the team's huddling up. Now Ohio County breaks it, and as usual, Grayson County out there ready to receive this kick. So here it comes. The Cougars have had success returning on special teams. They're not going to kick it away as it's going to kind of go into no man's lane, and it's going to be picked up here at about the 24-yard line and immediately brought down. Big time tackle on that one. And that can be almost a momentum changer. So Grayson County here with the ball. 1:06 to play in the 3rd quarter. They trail 28-23. So the Cougars have this one placed on their own 25. Kopp in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to roll out to pass. He's going to let one fly, and he has a man, and it is incomplete, but there's going to be a penalty flag, and that's going to be pass interference called against Ohio County. So it was intended for Hunter Toms, and Hunter Toms was grabbed all over. And for the first time this season, the Cougars take a shot down the field. Pass interference called against Ohio County. And this is where you wish it was the NFL. So where will they place this? Up to the 40. So first down and 10 now for the Cougars. 58 seconds to play in the third quarter. Ohio County leads this one 28-23. Kopp stutter steps in the backfield and is dropped for a 2-yard loss. And Kopp kept that one on the read option and had nowhere to go. Even if he would have handed it off, there would have been not much. Under 40 seconds now to play here in this third quarter. Ed Smart walking down here to the far side, all by himself. So the Cougars will have one last play. Maybe they'll add another one if they look to pass here. Second down and 12. Kopp hands this one off. And a big head of steam up to the 45-yard line on the run there is Jacob Kerr. Up to the 45, it's a pickup of 7 yards, and that'll bring up third down and 5, and that should be the last play here of this third quarter, and it will be. Ohio County leads 28-23. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield. Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Grayson County, when they played when they were playing Muhlenberg County, they scored on their first play of the fourth quarter, and a penalty flag comes out here to start it off. And it's going to be on Ohio County, and that's going to be an automatic first down. So that's how you can do it on the first play, is you get the first down and get it to midfield now. Ohio County leads this one 28-23. It has been an excellent football game here tonight. So here comes the Cougars. First down and 10 at midfield. They trail by 5. Kopp's going to roll this one out, running the option across the 50. He's going to try and get the corner. He runs backwards, nearly loses the ball out of bounds. And he would have probably ended up having a pickup of about 3, but tried to get around the corner the second time and ends up not gaining anything. In fact, ends up maybe losing a yard. And immediately you saw Brian Jones tell him, just take the yards when you got them. Second down and 11. Ball placed on the 49. Shotgun formation. He fakes the handoff to Curry, gives it to Gibson across the 45, across the 40. He's got a hole across the 35, tripped up down to about the 32. Big time run by Hunter Gibson. No penalty flags on the field as they'll place this one down to the 32. $19-yard gain. Shotgun formation. Kopp's going to keep this one And it wasn't the right call as he's dropped for a loss of 2 back to the 34. 10.5 minutes to play. Ohio County leads this one 28-23. In what has been an excellent football game here tonight. South Warren now leads Greenwood 22-12, 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Two wide receivers here to the near side. Kopp hands this one off, a hole across the 30-yard line and splitting through and diving is Hunter Gibson, and he's up to about the 28. Ten minutes to play. 28-23, Ohio County leads. Third down and about 6 coming up. Obvious 4-down territory. Handoff across the left side and getting it down to about the 23 on the carry is Hunter Gibson. He is going to be short of the first down. Up to the 21. He needs to get to the 20. 4th down and 1. And a whistle is going to be blown. It'll be a timeout, no official timeout on the field, as they're going to measure this. As let's see what it might be. Here comes the chain crew, making their way from the far side here to the near side. Now stretching it out. Do the Cougars have enough for the first down? I think they're short. First down, Cougars. He had just enough to pick it up. I thought he was short, but you know what? He had it by half the ball. So we were from way over here to from the other side, and he takes it in. First down for Grayson County, 9.5 minutes to play here in the game. Can the Cougars add some more points? Kopp in the shotgun. He has Kerr to his left, Gibson to his right. Sends Miller in motion. It's going to be a handoff to Gibson across the left side. He's down inside the 20 before being stopped at about the 18. Down to the 18-yard line. It's a pickup of 3, 2nd down and 7. Or actually, it should be more than that, maybe down to about the 17. Pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. Here coming up for the Cougars. Owensboro now leads Graves County 27-8. Minute 42 to play in the third quarter. So it looks like Owensboro is well on the way to clinching home field advantage through the first 2 rounds. Sends a man in motion. And it's a handoff and a mass of players. And it's going to be up to the 16, a gain of 1. It'll be 3rd down and 5. Cougars knocking on the door in the red zone. 8 minutes to play. Ohio County leads Grayson County 28-23. Shotgun formation, 2 wide routes here to the near side. Kerr to the left, Gibson to the right. It's going to be off to Gibson across the left side. He's down inside the 15, spinning down to about the 13. And again, this is all going to depend on the spot. Down to about the 12 or the 13-yard line. Regardless, it's going to be 4th down and 1, or he's going to pick up the first down by just a little bit. The official looks at it. He eyes it out. And he is going to go another official measurement here. So in another, the Cougars pick this one up. And again, you know what? I'm going to pull it off because I think he's short. But I was wrong last time, so here they come. Again from the far side to the near side, getting their money's worth here tonight. The stretch. And he's short. Short by about a half a yard. Oh, it's Coach Clark? Oh, it's Coach Clark. As it's our baseball coach, Danny Clark, who's running that. So I guess do we not feel as bad now that he's having to run up and down the field now? As our director, Chase Blaine, who's a manager for the baseball team, shakes his head and says, absolutely not. We don't feel bad for him. So it's placed here at about the 12. They need to get to the 11. Coach Clark taking his time, getting across the far side of the field. They're making him work a little bit more. So the Cougars need to pick up the first down. Fourth down coming here. 4th down and 1. Hand off to Gibson. He's got the first down and more. Down inside the 5. Diving towards about the 3-yard line. He just takes the burst and dives through. And that's enough for a pickup of about 9 yards and a first down, Cougars. As the Cougar faithful trying to cheer on their team here. 7.5 minutes to play. First and goal from the 3. Hands the ball off across the right side, going into the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars! Hunter Gibson takes it in from 3 yards out. And Grayson County has retaken the lead here, 29-28. And I think right now you got to go for 2 if you're the Cougars. I think you got to go for 2 because then you make it at least a 3-point game. Again, at the end of the third quarter, Owensboro leads Graves County 27-8. The Cougars are going to go for 2. 7:19 to play. Kopp in the shotgun formation. He has Gibson to his left. Actually, it was Woodcock in the game. He hands it off into the end zone, and that's good. Grayson County leads this one 31-28. This is Cougar football right here on K105.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier. At Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield, you'll find the area's largest selection of late model vehicles with hundreds of vehicles to choose from. And with a $500 trade assist on every qualified purchase, a broad network of lenders, low interest rates, Dan Powers GM Center in Litchfield is the best choice for your next vehicle purchase. And if you don't see what you're looking for, they will find it. Plus, the friendly professional service staff is always there to meet your needs. Dan Powers GM Center, 1517 Elizabethtown Road in Litchfield.
This one by 3, 7:19 to play. The kick is on the ground, and it's going to roll all the way back, and it's going to be picked up at the 24-yard line by Jennings, and he's just going to dive down at the 30. So Ohio County with the ball, 7:15 to play. And Grayson County has the 3-point lead. So Ohio County with the ball on their own 30-yard line. They've had a lot of success passing the ball tonight. And again, go in that shotgun formation. Gives the handoff to Jennings across the 30, and he's going to be brought down at about the 34. So a pickup of about 4 yards on the run there by Jennings. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 here, under 7 now to play. Again, Grayson County leads this one over Ohio County 31-28. The Eagles do have the ball. Trying to complete a comeback. 4-step drop now for the quarterback. He's going to fire one down the far side of the field. It is complete. It is caught as he goes down to his knees. A big-time completion. And let's see where they'll end up marking this one, down to the 36. So about a 30-yard completion there. And that's been the difference here tonight, is Ohio County passing the ball. Hands it off to Jennings. He's across the 35, across the 30. He has a hole across the 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Ohio County. Jennings from 36 yards out, and just like that, Ohio County has retaken the lead. So Jennings takes one in, and that's a run that Grayson County has seen many times before. And you'd presume, well, I guess it really doesn't matter, because you're up 3 no matter what, but if he misses this, the Cougars could get a field goal and just tie this one up. So here comes the extra point attempt, as the temperature is really starting to drop here. And it's a bad snap, and the Cougars are going to end up stopping this one. His big-time hit laid out on the kicker by Logan Kopp. So our score, 34-31. This is Cougar football on K105.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Welcome back to the show. Now it's time to dig into some of this great barbecue.
Cut!
Tim, what are you doing in your phone?
You said it's time to dig, and I'm dialing 811 because I always call before I dig.
That's if you're digging into your lawn or garden. 811 helps you avoid underground utilities by marking them for free. But this is our food lovers show.
Then I'll tell you what, I am digging in.
Know what's below. Call 811 before you dig.
Ohio County, they lead this one 34-31, 6:18 to play. Sam Gormley here with you tonight in what has been a high-octane game, back and forth. I mean, if you're a fan here, you've gotten your money's worth here tonight. Both teams have put on a show. Lots of offense. What can the Cougars do here? They trail by 3, 6:18 to play in the game. Here in the fourth quarter. Kick is on the ground. It'll be go past the return man, and he's going to pick it up at the 10-yard line, across the 15, and brought down at about the 20-yard line. And that's the last thing Grayson County needed, as Logan Kopp misplayed the bounce. So Grayson County will have the ball here, 6:13 to play. Ball placed here at the Grayson County 19-yard line. The Cougars had a long drive there last time. It'd be perfect to run another one of those, take all the time off this clock, and get out of here possibly with a W. Handoff across the left side, down across the 20-yard line, now being pushed right back. But forward progress is getting him up to about the 23-yard line there by Hunter Gibson. Pick up about 4 yards, second down and 6 here coming up. Allen County Scottsville leads Warren East 27-10, 5 minutes and 58 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. That's a little bit of an upset. Davis County and Henderson County all tied up at 10, 8 minutes to play in that game, though. Our score, Ohio County 34, Grayson County 31, 5.5 minutes to play. Kopp in the shotgun. One wide receiver here to the near side. Cougars working from right to left. And a whistle is blown. And I had my binoculars on. And an offsides penalty on Ohio County. That'll move things closer for Grayson County up to the 28, and that'll make things second down and 1. 5.5 minutes to play. Ohio County 34, Grayson County 31. A little bit of baseball score. Yankees defeat the Astros 4-1. Shoot. Kopp here in the shotgun. Fakes the handoff. He's going to carry this one himself across the right side, and he's not going to pick up that first down. In fact, as even maybe gets back to that line of scrimmage. They're going to say no gain, 3rd down and 1 now. 4:50 to play. And I'm not really sure what you're going to do here if you don't pick up the first down on this play. 3rd down and 1. I think you just got to get it. Your defense has not played well tonight. Hands it off. He's got the first down and more across the 30-yard line. So the question of do you go for it doesn't even come into play off the carry there for the Cougars. And Woodcock checks into the game now. So they give this one up to the 32-yard line. That's a 4-yard pickup. Kopp in the shotgun. And a whistle blown here. And what will the penalty call? Dead ball, false start on the Cougars. Shooting themselves in the foot is the last thing Grayson County needs here with 4 minutes and 11 seconds to play in this game. They trail by 3. And it hurts right now that you don't have Logan Raymer, because this could be where you could at least get him in field goal, and possibly take your chances in overtime. Not that that's what they want. The Cougars want to get out of here with a W. I'm not sure that they how much faith they would have in Ryan Coates for a last-second chance at a field goal. Kopp's going to take this one himself. He tries to look for the hole. The ball's out, and Ohio County's on top of it. Down inside the 20-yard line, and Ohio County comes up with the first turnover of the game as the ball pops right out, and a fumble, and the Eagles have the ball. Three minutes and 44 seconds left. Ohio County has the ball placed on their own 18-yard line. Or rather, the Grayson County 18-yard line. And that one hurts. So Kopp fumbles. And the Cougar defense needs to come up with a stop here. Shotgun formation. 2 wide receivers to the far, 1 here to the near. Whistle blown by the back judge, and it is delay a game on Ohio County. We've seen 2 delay a game penalties. So first down and 15 now coming up, 3:44 to play. Cougars need a stop. Hands it off to Jennings across the left side, and not much to go there. And Ed Smart takes a quick timeout. So Coach Smart takes that timeout. They're going to give Jennings maybe 1 on that carry. This is it. It's going to come down to this. Can the Cougar defense come up with a stop? If they do, they can look at maybe getting another chance here with the ball, but this is going to come down to this, and right now it's Qdarius Jennings against the Cougar defense. The storyline coming into this game all week was looking at how Jennings would play coming back to Grayson County, how the Cougars would respond to him. And this is where it'll come down to. But, I mean, even if the Cougars do get a stop, they're going to have to go the length of the field to at least attempt a field goal. And like we mentioned, Logan Raymer is not playing tonight. Ryan Coates is the Cougars kicker, and that has been a little bit of a question mark at times tonight. And it's something that you're just going to want to keep your eye on here. If something happens, I'm not sure that they could I think they could put some faith in Logan Raymer attempting a 50-yard field goal at the end of the game. If it meant to it, I'm not sure that they have that in Ryan Coates, who all of his kicks tonight have been line drives, which could work in a 50-yard field goal, but I'm not sure that they've been that long. Handoff again to Jennings. He's going to try and get around the corner on the left side, and he squirts through the first tackle. He's brought down, and timeout again taken by Ed Smart, 3:27 to play. So Jennings was stopped Where do they end up placing this here? Down to the 15. 7-yard pickup. So Grayson County will be back in action next week against Owensboro on the road. That'll be a 7 p.m. kick. So wherever you're listening or watching, our coverage will begin at 6:30 with a locker room show before wrapping up the regular season. And then next week against Hart County on the road. So we have all the different ways. There's YouTube, K105, The Best Mix. There's Facebook, K105 Kentucky, or you can go to the K105 Sports Twitter Periscope. Those are some of the different ways that we have for you to listen and join in on the coverage for tonight's game. Cougar defense needs a stop here. 3rd down and 7. Hands it off. No, it's kept. And the Cougars looks like they have stopped him. And then immediately a timeout taken after a pickup of maybe about 1. So 4th down here coming up for Ohio County. And I think right here, if you're Ohio County, you absolutely go for it. That's your, I mean, you don't want to attempt a field goal. I think you go for it. I think because I think you know that Grayson County, the chances of them taking a field goal are slim to nil. I think you've just got to run this ball, and if anything, it's like a short punt. The Cougars are going to have to go the length of the field without any timeouts, and a team that loves to run the ball. It doesn't look good when it comes to that. But this is where your defense, they get the stop here, they're going to have a chance. If not, the game is over. The Cougar defense, when they have needed a stop, have come up with big plays. We think back to the game against Breckenridge or against Fort Campbell, the last play of the game. Fort Campbell needed a touchdown, and the pass fell incomplete. Can they come up with a big stop here? This is a different circumstance, though, because that game didn't really mean anything. This one means a whole heck of a lot. They're going to pass over the middle, and it is caught. Touchdown, Ohio County, over the middle. And that one might do it. With 3 minutes and 17 seconds left, Ohio County has taken a 40-31 lead. So they pass on 4th down. So here comes the extra point attempt. And again, placed down. It's a high snap, and it's blocked. So that's the score, 40-31, 3:17 to play. This is Cougar football on K105.
You wouldn't get caught out on the lake without your favorite bait. So why would you get caught digging without calling 811?
Are you getting ready to start your own digging project? Be sure to call 811 and get your underground utilities located. It's the law and it's free.
Here, try this.
In the Army National Guard, family means everything.
Our parents, they were really supportive that all 5 of us would join. I got my education because of the Guard. I got to travel a little bit and experience a whole different culture. It helped me get my job, it helped me pay for my house. Being part-time really helped because I could have some opportunities that were still in education.
Serving part-time in the Army National Guard instills pride that you and your family will share. Visit NationalGuard.com to learn more about part-time service.
The Twin Lakes Best Mix, K105.
Grayson County trails this one by 9 points with 3:17 to play. They will need at least 2 scores. Ohio County to kick this one away. And this is not looking good for the orange and blue. It's a short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. Tell you what, you need a good start. That'll help. So they kick it out of bounds, so the Cougars will get the ball at the 45. As Owensboro Catholic has defeated Hancock County 45-6, that is a final score. Have not seen an update from that Owensboro game in a few minutes. So they will placed this at the 36. I thought it was to the 45, but that shows what I know. So 3:17. I thought the ball was placed at the 45, but it's out of bounds, I guess. Maybe it was the 35 at the penalty. It's a no, Kopp passing, and it is incomplete. Big hit over the middle. Jennings laid the hit on Grayson County's Hunter Toms. And Jennings almost had that one intercepted. But that's the thing. If Jennings would have misplayed that one, Toms possibly would have had a wide open chance at that end zone. Kopp is going to have to pass. Trips here to the far side, one here to the near. He rolls out to pass to the far side. Now off into the flat, it is incomplete. Intended again for Hunter Toms. Third down. 3:09 to play. And what has been a long game here today as we're almost approaching 2.5 hours for tonight's broadcast. As, again, we'll be at Owensboro next week before going to Hart County. And with a loss here tonight, you're not sure that you might get a playoff game. You don't control your own destiny in that case. Kopp, four-step drop, steps up in the pocket. Now he's going to have to scramble here to the near side. He's going to run this one across the 30, across the 35, runs out of bounds. And it all come down to this, 4th down and long. So Kopp will run out of bounds. They'll give it up to the 38. So a 2-yard pickup, 4th down and 8. If the Cougars don't get this, they will fall to 6-2 on the year. Two wide receivers out on each side. Kopp in the shotgun. 3-step drop. He pump fakes. Now he's going to roll. He's going to have to get away from it. He's got to throw. He's still on his feet in the backfield. And now he's still up. The ball's out. He's going to fall on top of it at the 28-yard line. And that will do it. So Ohio County will get the ball, turnover on downs, and they'll just be able to run this clock out and get away here with a win. So Kopp was on his feet for a while. And I'll see if I can't even find a score from that Breckenridge County game, because that's if Breck County wins that game, the Cougars are in the playoffs. If not, it could come down to next week. Hands it off to Jennings across the right side. He now goes angling it back towards the middle, down to about the 21. So no timeouts to stop the clock do the Cougars. Up to the 21. We do not have a final score of that Muhlenberg County game. I haven't seen anything. So to the 22. One wide receiver out on each side. Shotgun formation, 2:10 to play. Hands off to Maddox across the left side, down inside the 15-yard line, and he'll just lay right down with down to the 12. It's a 10-yard pickup. I think now if you're Ohio County, you can just take knees and get out of here with a win. I don't know that they'll try to add some more points up on the board. Well, it depends on what you want. It is kind of a rivalry game. You never know really what it is. Last year, the Cougars really took off the gas in the second half when they played Ohio County. They were up 41-0 at one point in that game. Ended up winning 41-12. Doesn't appear that they will to go for the knee. It looks like they're going to go for a kill here. Under center. Hands it off to Jennings. Up the middle he goes, down inside the 10-yard line. So Grayson County going to fall to 6-2 on the year. They will be back in action next week against Owensboro. So here comes the next handoff, under a minute now to play. They're just letting this time tick. It's another handoff to Jennings, sidesteps up the middle, and he'll be brought down. So they'll need one more play. So 6-2 is on the year for the Cougars. And Ohio County with an upset victory here tonight. That'll do it. They take a knee. So Ohio County wins this one by a final score of 40-31, as this is Cougar football right here on K105.
What's the FAFSA?
I have no idea what FAFSA stands for.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of people at school talk about it, but I haven't actually had like a conversation about it.
When I'm preparing for college, my top priorities are how to pay for it.
They're really focused on getting you to the college level. They're not really focused on getting you through college, so they don't really talk about the financial aid or FAFSA.
The free application for federal student aid is the first step, and it just got easier. Visit knowhowtogoky.org to find out more.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
Nice pool, lady.
What are you doing?
Oh, just giving you a taste of what it's like for us fish.
Well, what do you mean?
You people throw all this stuff on the ground, and it washes down the storm drain right into my pool. Ew, yourself. Don't just squawk about it. Stop it before us fish have to take matters into our own hands. Flippers!
Help keep Kentucky's waterways cleaner by keeping trash off the ground. Visit our website to find out how you can help.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, at Midway Pharmacy.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
At the core, most any farm is a family, and I'm proud to work with my family every day.
It's hard to explain if you haven't experienced it, but farming is not just a living, it is a lifestyle.
You've got to love what you do. I love farming.
I think a lot of people are very happy to know that neighbors, people like us, are the ones raising their food.
And we want our neighbors to enjoy the same product that we serve to our family.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
To Grayson County High School, where tonight the Cougars fall to 6-2 on the year with a 40-31 loss to Ohio County. A back and forth game, and the Cougars end up fumbling on their final possession, or in their second to last possession of the game, letting Ohio County add another touchdown. Then they go 3 and out on their final drive of the game. And when you look at this, there's probably a lot of positives that you can take away. I mean, special teams is probably the best example of it. You had a lot of really good things, a lot of really good returns by Logan Kopp. I think he had 3 of over 40 or 50 yards. And then you look at the same thing, and you had a couple of bad punts. You had a couple of missed field goals and or missed extra points, and without your main kicker, that can cause into some issues. And it ran into it tonight. You had 1 or 2 bad punts tonight. A lot of things that when you look at, not really to like. When you look at this defensively, the big concern that Coach Smart has had all season long has been the secondary. Tonight, that was exposed. The secondary really struggled against this Ohio County passing attack here today. And when you look at this, that has a lot to concern about. Owensboro next week passes the ball a lot. Hart County, I haven't looked much into their stats, but I do know that if you make it into a possible playoff game, you're looking at either playing Graves or you're looking at playing Owensboro, two teams that pass a lot. And when you can't win games like this, there's a lot to look into and a lot not to like. Playoffs-wise, when you look at this, as we're waiting, I'm not sure if we'll have Coach Smart up here tonight or not. But going into this game, if Grayson County won, Muhlenberg County leads Breck County 22-14, 15 seconds left in that game. So Muhlenberg County will beat Breck County. And that means that right now, Grayson County is on the outside looking in coming into playoffs. They're still in right now, but they're going to need a lot of help next week as they go into Owensboro. This was their chance to win it, but if they don't, as Coach Smart, I think, was even talking, I think he said last week that we very well could just lose these next games, and then that's it. It doesn't matter. Well, it'll all come down to that. So it looks like Muhlenberg County will beat Breck County tonight 22-14. I'm not sure if Breck County might have the ball. I'm sure we'll get a final as we do see it. So again, Grayson County loses tonight to Ohio County by a final score of 40-31. They fall to 6-2 on the year and lose their second straight game. Next week, they'll be on the road at Owensboro before finishing off the regular season on the road at Hart County the week after. We'll take a break, come back with more here on the Fifth Quarter Show, as this is Cougar Football right here on K105.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Take it from me, quitting tobacco isn't easy. It can take several attempts before you can finally quit for good. So if at first you don't succeed, quit. Quit again. And remember, even though quitting is hard, you don't have to do it alone. Quit Now Kentucky is with you every step of the way. For free help quitting tobacco, text QUIT KY to 797979 or go to quitnowkentucky.org.
Living in your ideal home, or is it still a dream? Future Designs Building Materials can help you turn your dreams into reality with atrium windows that will make the sun look brighter, roofing material that will keep your home protected year-round, and decking material for that perfect barbecue setting. Now is the perfect time to get your home improvement project off the ground. Got questions? Future Designs Building Materials can help with all your lumber and home improvement questions. Visit Future Designs Building Materials on Quarry Road in Litchfield or fdbm.net.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
To Grayson County High School, where the Cougars have fallen to Ohio County by a final score tonight of 40-31, as right now Coach Smart is making his way up the stairs and looks like he's maybe going to say hi to his family, and he's going to make his way in to talk with us for our post-game conversation here. Coach Smart, as I'll hand that to you. As again, the final score tonight, 40-31, Grayson County falls to Ohio County, and I'm joined now by the head coach of the Grayson County Cougars, Coach Ed Smart. Coach, before we get into the game, I always like to, and I didn't get to talk to you before the game. I got Coach Jones, but it was senior night tonight, and I always have the coaches get their moment to talk about their senior class.
Not after tonight. Senior night's banquet, I'll talk to my seniors.
Okay.
When it's all those people who want to be at the banquet and here.
When you look at tonight's game, there was a lot to play for. You went in, you win, you're in. You lose, and a lot's going to have to kind of go into your way here today. What did you see from your team tonight that gave Ohio County the edge?
Okay, let's just talk about this. I've told you all year our secondary is not very good, right? And so you've seen tonight just what happened. I've talked about it all year, that we have matchup problems in the secondary, people throwing the ball, and this is just what you got tonight. So that's it right there. They really couldn't run the ball, but they could throw it all over the place on us.
A positive for your defense would be...
There is no positive. You gave up 40 points. You don't deserve to win. Every time we give up more than 20 points, we lose. You give up 40 points, there's nothing positive about defense. None. No turnovers, nothing. There was nothing positive.
Well, then we can find a positive with Logan Kopp returning the ball tonight.
Okay.
He had, 3 of over 40 or 50 yards tonight?
Okay.
A couple of them, he broke one for a touchdown on the first play of the game, or not the first play of the game, but your first punt return of the game coming out of that. I guess moving into next week, when you look at your next opponent in Owensboro, it's obviously
the same Owensboro team that just shut these guys out. Now, what do you think they're going to do to us?
Well, I'm more wanting. What are you wanting to see from your team as to not?
What do you think you'd want to see out of your team?
Fight.
Okay, there you go. You answered your own question.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what. We'll see you next week against
Owensboro. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take a break and come back here with more. This is Cougar Football right here on K105.
Have you ever wished your life came with a handbook? Well, you're in luck. That's exactly what the Grayson County Extension Office is. Your handbook for life. Let the ladies at the Extension Office bring you the most up-to-date information in all areas of your life, like cooking, gardening and canning, financial stability, disease awareness classes, early childhood education, farming, and even 4-H club, just to name a few. But if you can think of it, the Grayson County Extension Office can teach you. A free resource to help you navigate life a little easier.
It's one of the interesting things about farming is that probably no 2 days are exactly the same. The day-to-day things are not chores to us. They're work sometimes, but yet in the long run, they're things that we are very passionate about doing on a daily basis. We're a part of providing a quality product to our urban neighbors.
From our hands to yours.
We're Kentucky beef producers, helping to feed Kentucky.
Kentucky farm families.
Feeding Kentucky.
Feeding the world.
When caring for a family member, their state of health is continually on your mind. And when they're faced with a health concern, you'll do just about anything to make them feel better. Rest assured, their feel better starts right here at Midway Pharmacy. We take our time to get to know all about your family's health history so we can provide you with educated advice. So when someone's counting on you to help them maintain a healthy lifestyle or to overcome that untimely sickness, remember, your feel better starts here at Midway Pharmacy.
Lake's best mix, K105.
Welcome back here to Grayson County High School on a night where the Grayson County Cougars fall to the Ohio County Eagles by a final score of 40-31. As not a lot to really like when you look back at this game, as there were some positives. I'm gonna personally disagree a little bit with Coach Martin. I know he's the coach, and he takes a different mentality, but there were some things to like. The offense did have some success here moving the ball against Ohio County tonight. Special teams returning the ball. Logan Kopp had a good game on that. They just had the fumble down the stretch, and Ohio County's defensively, you heard him say it. I mentioned it before he came up here, secondary. Secondary was the difference really in tonight's game. Game got started with a Grayson County punt return for a touchdown by Logan Kopp, about 90 yards, and that gave them the lead here at 6-0. Ohio County answered quick, and they ended up taking a 7-6 lead. That game took us into the end of the first quarter. Ryan Coates added a 21-yard field goal, giving the Cougars a 9-7 lead. And back and forth they went. A 5-yard touchdown run by Jennings, and this is when the scoring really got started, as Jennings had a 5-yard touchdown run. Gibson had a 7-yard touchdown run, and the 2-point conversion was good. And then a 63-yard touchdown reception gave Ohio County a 24-21 lead at the half. In the second half, Ohio County went turnover on downs on their first drive of the game, thinking maybe this could be the time where the Cougars start to really pull away. A 1-yard touchdown run by Logan Kopp, an 18-yard reception, though, by Ohio County to quickly answer to retake the lead. The Cougars took the lead back 34-31, or 31-28 off of a 3-yard touchdown run by Hunter Gibson. The 2-point conversion was good. The Cougars had the 3-point lead. It only took them, Ohio County, 3 plays to find the end zone and take the lead for good, as it was Qdarius Jennings, a 36-yard touchdown return on the next play. The Cougars ended up fumbling on that next drive. A 14-yard touchdown pass for Ohio County gave us our score of 40-31. So again, Grayson County falls tonight to a record of 6-2. It is their second straight loss. And right now when you look at this, you're almost back to the drawing board. You're going up against a team next week in Owensboro. That's one of the top teams here. Not only, it's the best team in the district. They just beat Graves County. And we do have a final score. Muhlenberg has defeated Breckenridge County 22-14. So that would move here to our district standings. We'll take a look on that. So Owensboro will move to 4-0 in the district. They have clinched the number 1 seed in the district. Graves County has clinched the number 2 seed. They are 3-1. Grayson County is 2-2. Muhlenberg County is 2-2. Breck County is 0-4, and Ohio County is 1-3. So what this would mean, the Cougars will make the playoffs here next week if Graves County defeats Muhlenberg County or they beat Owensboro. Those are your 2 options here to win this game here, to advance to the playoffs. But the issue, when you run into some of this, is are you the 3, are you the 4, or are you not even in the playoffs altogether? But in a lot of instances, you had the opportunity tonight, and you didn't take advantage of it. So that really wraps up our coverage here tonight on a night where the Grayson County Cougars fall to Ohio County by a final score of 40-31. I want to thank our digital productions crew, Cody Brock, Anna Davis, and our director was Chase Blaine. So for them, this is Sam Gormley saying, so long, everyone.